Even today, many cars are famous for this. What can we say about a used compact Oldman? If you really can't bear to listen to the music of the engine and tires, stick some noise-insulating material on the engine compartment shield and will arches or turn on the music louder. If you are a racer, like to start from a traffic light in order to be the first to brake at the next one, change sharply from lane to lane, keep a minimum distance from the car in front, look for another option. If you just drive without competing with anyone, this is not such a big problem. After some time, you and the car will get used to each other, and the problem will fade into the background. Insufficient light. This makes driving at night uncomfortable. Not to feel the way with a stick, but I would like to look further into the future. Some install more powerful lamps and claim that the generator and wiring can withstand the additional load without difficulty. Try it, just find a familiar electrician or check the parameters yourself. It's better not to drive at night, then there should be enough light. When driving on uneven roads, power windows roll down spontaneously. In itself, this is not so scary, since the windows are electric, you can periodically give yourself the trouble to press the key and put it in place. But the consequence of this small weakness, the ability for an attacker in a parking lot to periodically lower the window and get into the cabin, will make you think twice. Using Russian gasoline, you often have to clean the injection system and change the spark plugs. However, today the situation with the quality of gasoline is not as bad as it was 10 years ago. At 150,000 kilometers, the time comes to replace many components and parts: starter, generator, radiator. Branded spare parts are expensive, but you can save money by ordering analogs, since there is no shortage of them. After replacement, the motor is again ready for long-term, flawless service. According to reviews, its resource is 300 to 350,000 kilometers. The above does not apply to cars with 1.6 175 horsepower engines. And V6 1.8 135 horsepower. They are bought by those who like to drive, and by the time they arrive at this mileage they are quite worn out. Suspension spare parts, even non-original ones, are expensive, and breakdowns are hard on the pocket. A strong argument in favor of careful driving. Mitsubishi Colt has a reputation as a reliable car that does not bother the owner with frequent breakdowns. He has quite a large resource. The existing shortcomings can be avoided with careful driving. Is it worth buying? Please note that the youngest Colt is already 15 years old, its mileage is at least 200,000 kilometers. The backstory is probably hidden in the mists of time. You can take the risk if the price is attractive enough, your hands are growing from the right place, you are ready for unexpected expenses, and you are not going to drive it for more than a year or two.